We pointed out that LDF government led by Shri Pinarayi Vijayan is committing a fraud in tune with the officials of the state election machinery by inducting dubious voters, double voters and voters with fraudulent identities. We pointed out 3 specific instances of the fraud being committed on the electoral system. Number 1, same voter is registered as a voter in different booths. So the name is same, father's name, address is same, yet the voter is registered as a voter on different booths in the same constituency. The second instance is where a person, name, father name, photograph is the same, but is registered in different as a voter in different assembly constituencies. So X is registered in A constituency, then in B, then in C, so that they can vote in 3 different constituencies the same person. The third and the most scandalous, dubious thing that is being done, photograph remains the same, but the name changes. So this is a clear-cut instance of fraud. Photograph is of the same person and the names have changed. So one person with same identity with different names can vote in multiple fashions. Everybody knows that in a politically aware state like Kerala, the victory or loss margins are very, very small. What is being done in a concerted, dubious, fraudulent fashion by the LDF government in cahoots with the state election machinery is to enroll such voters. And we have given evidence of 8 assembly constituencies that Mr. Ramesh Chennathala and our state leaders have earlier given. We took them through the electoral rolls and pointed out as to how this fraud upon the entire system is taking place. And we made a request to the Election Commission as follows. Number 1, clean the voter list within 1 week so that a free and fair election can be held. Number 2, take action against officers and officials who are guilty of this fraud and have tampered with the electoral list in a manner so as to soil the majesty as also the transparency of the election process. Number 3, register a criminal case against the voter who has got himself or herself registered multiple times or with the same photograph with different names have got himself or herself registered. For this is an apparent fraud under section 466, 467, 471 of Indian Penal Code, punishable with 10 years of imprisonment. Fourthly, we requested the Election Commission of India to delete all such voters immediately. The Election Commission of India heard us and they pointed out that based on an earlier representation that Congress party has given, they have already taken 4 actions. They told us that first action, they have suspended the officer who had ensured enrollment of the same voter at different places. They also informed us that in the 8 constituencies where specific evidence was given, the CEO has been given a written direction to look at and clean the list, failing which action will be taken against the CEO. Thirdly, Election Commission of India has now deputed an officer from Delhi to supervise the cleaning of the list. And fourthly, they said they will ensure and issue direction that nobody can vote twice, even though he or she may have been enrolled. In addition thereto, we made two further requests. Number one, any voter who got himself or herself registered multiple times, a criminal case should be registered against that voter as also against the officers for defrauding the election process. Number two, we said although the list have been frozen, but as an exceptional case in light of the fraud being perpetuated on the electoral machinery, please proceed to delete their names from the list. And the Election Commission assured us that they will look into these two additional requests of the Indian National Congress. Any questions, you're welcome to ask. We are sending you soft copies.
So the CEO has said it's not that easy to delete each and every voter who has registered in multiple places, and there are some discrepancies that they admit, but it is not that easy to delete it. What do you say?
No one, including the Chief Electoral Officer of Kerala, has authority to play fraud upon the electoral list, the voter list, the constitution and democracy per se. These lame duck explanations being given by the state election machinery reflects that the state election machinery is partially compromised by the LDF, and they are acting instead of independent arbiters as the cahoots and agents of the LDF government. This will not be tolerated. This will not be accepted. And that's why we requested the Election Commission of India to register FIR against all such electoral officers who have registered a voter multiple times. We have also requested the Election Commission of India to register an FIR against such a voter who has dared to register himself or herself multiple times to defraud the electoral process. It is nothing short of a fraud upon the constitution as also on the entire democratic process. We have also requested the Election Commission of India to look at the election list, the voter list again, and if necessary, exercise its power of superintendence and control enshrined in Article 324 of Constitution of India and delete all such names so that there is level playing field. Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan, we want to tell you, sir, that the LDF cannot steal a victory from the jaws of defeat that is staring you in the face. By committing electoral irregularities, by enrolling bogus voters, by committing such frauds upon the constitution as also on the mandate to be given by people of Kerala, LDF will not win. For howsoever high you may be, whatever kind of PR machinery you may be using and PR agencies, whatever amount of ill-gotten wealth that they may have, the law and the constitution is above you. Election Commission of India has assured us they will look at it, depute special officers and clean the list within a week. We certainly hope and also inform the INC of the action taken. We certainly hope that the Election Commission of India will intervene in this matter.
Have they specified the name of the official who has been deputed? You said somebody from Delhi will be...
I did not honestly ask the name of the officer, but Mr. Chandra, the election commissioner, was there and his colleague election commissioner was there, and they categorically told us that we have already drafted an officer from Delhi to supervise the cleaning of the voter list, and they also assured us they will ensure that no person will be permitted to vote twice. We additionally requested them, A, exercise your power to delete multiple names. B, exercise your power and register an FIR against the person who registered the voter multiple times, as also against the voter who tried to commit a fraud upon the electoral list, and that's why tried to tamper with the election process. And they said they will discuss with the Chief Election Commissioner and come back to us.
So is it practical to delete these names? Because once the notification is already on, the election process is started, is it feasible to delete these names?
I believe as a lawyer and as a citizen, I believe it is definitely doable. And it should be, in fact, the duty of the Election Commission to do so. Tell me, if we know that the electoral list is perverted or is tainted by fraud, can a fair election be held upon a fraudulent voter list? Then what is Article 324 for of the Constitution? Under Article 324, the duty is of the Election Commission of India to ensure that the election is on a level playing field in a free and fair fashion. But if you have a few lakh voter, about 4.5 lakh voters who are bogus, then how can there be level playing field? And that's why I urged upon the Election Commission of India to clean the list and delete names if necessary. And may I remind you, same argument was used in case of late Shri Ahmed Patel, when Mr. Amit Shah had seen the votes in violation of the Constitution, said vote has been cast, how can it be taken out of the ballot box? Even then I had pointed out, Constitution does not permit fraud upon the Constitution. Constitution warrants level playing field and a fair election. And under Article 324, whatever needs to be done to ensure that should be done.
Sir, the CPM and Chief Minister allege that all these dubious votes were added by the Congress party and they are going against this.
Well, then Shri Pinarayi Vijayan should resign and go away and walk out of the electoral contest. Shri Pinarayi Vijayan is the Chief Minister. The government has been with him for last 5 years. All the officers who are currently under the supervision of the Election Commission are officers of the state government. If he is permitting fraud to happen, then the person permitting the fraud is more guilty. And it's like pot calling the kettle black. Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan, we know that LDF is committing this fraud, and it is the Congress party, our leader of opposition, Mr. Chenetala, Mr. Oman Chandi, Mr. K.C. Venugopal, our PCC president, we have unearthed the fraud. We are the ones who have taken the issue first to the Chief Electoral Officer of the state and now to the Election Commission of India twice over. Don't think LDF can steal a victory by disregarding, dishonoring and disrespecting the will of people of Kerala. People of Kerala are supreme and they will elect their government. Neither Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan nor the LDF can steal victory from the jaws of defeat which is facing them right in their face. So, election list will be cleaned. One man, one vote is a cardinal principle of India's constitution for which we fought the independence movement. One man, one vote. One man, 10 votes is not permitted and will not happen.
The High Court is today hearing the matter. If you don't get a relief from High Court, are you going to the Supreme Court today?
As far as judiciary is concerned, I believe under Article 226 of the Constitution and 227, it is their bounden duty to ensure a level playing field. But more than that, once, as you know, the election code has come into place, the onus shifts onto the Election Commission of India under Article 324 of the Constitution. And as I said, there are three cardinal principles in this country that can't be violated. One man, one vote, democratic vote, level playing field in an election. Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan and the LDF are trying to play fraud upon the election process by seeking to undo it by adding bogus voters. We will not permit it to happen. For that is the will of people of Kerala. And Congress party stands with the will of people of Kerala.
Sir, now some evidence comes out that many Congress workers have multiple votes, and even one KPCC secretary from Tirunelveli have multiple votes. What's your comment on that?
May I respectfully point out two simple facts. Which party and which party's leaders raise the issue of multiple votes and fraudulent voters? Sometimes a clerical error can happen in one vote, I understand. But here, as the list that we pointed out, 17,000 votes are all here. And we have listed each person. And the biggest fraud that has never happened, even in a state like Bihar, is what is happening in Kerala. And what is that? Same person, same picture, different name, different father's name, and multiple votes. That has never happened. These are not proxy voters, these are fraudulent voters. They cannot happen without the active complicity of the state government and the electoral machinery. And that's why we told the Election Commission of India, while you may be a fair arbiter, but it does not seem that the state election machinery is a fair arbiter. So please act decisively, exercise your powers and punish anybody who's guilty.
So you feel that finally that the state electoral officer is playing hand with
I will not say so at this juncture. This is an inquiry that should be conducted by Election Commission of India, and howsoever high you may be, the law is above you. That is the cardinal principle of law, as also equity. And it is for Election Commission of India to conduct an inquiry and take action, whether it's a class 4 official or whether it's the top officer. Anyone who's found complicit in the fraud must be acted against. Thank you.
How far it's feasible of charging a criminal case against these persons?
The law is very clear. If you use electoral machinery to enroll yourself in a fraudulent fashion multiple times, then you have committed a fraud. You have committed 420. If a government official is also abetting the commission of that fraud, then that government official is even more guilty. And all such offences are punishable under Indian Penal Code, besides under the Representation of People Act 1950 and 51. So all that we are saying is, this is the law, implement the law, punish anybody, have no discrimination between people, but make sure that there is a level and an equitable playing field, and the fraud of the LDF is called off, and any ghost voters or fraudulent voters are deleted.
So, has the official from Delhi started his work, or
That is for Election Commission of India to answer. I cannot answer.
what was the
They told us that they have drafted an officer from Delhi. Thank you. Any?
1,000 is the entire number, or there could be...
No, we have given evidence of this much, and yes, the representation that you will have this entire list, and you'll have all the annexures. We pointed out who has same photo where, all that is there on your emails now. Yes, we have said that the total number of bogus voters are over 4 lakh. And the difference, my friend, and my friends from Kerala will tell you that the classical difference between UDF, LDF is only this much.
Less than 5 lakhs.
Yeah.
Except that you know,
So it's an attempt, as I said, to steal the election. We will not permit Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan to steal the election through foul means.
but you are too late.
No, sir. We have been agitated. If you see, I am giving you all this. We went first to the electoral officer, otherwise you would have said, why are you not going to him? And we went to him when? I'll just show you. On 17th March. Then we came here on 24th March. And now we have come here, of course, again. And before that, on 18th March, we had also gone to electoral officer.
there are 20 odd constituencies, 30 odd constituencies that the North is mentioned.
Yes, absolutely.
So this may affect it.
Absolutely. But the Election Commission of India has assured.
The public domain, this list was in public domain from January.
Well, whatever our state leaders can do, they have been doing, and I think they've done a fabulous job. And I have to also commend the media in Kerala. Some of them have also pointed out the apparent frauds and the duplication, unlike many other friends of the media.